All right. I'm going to carry on talking about what I'm having for tea. I'm going to go for like a crispy wonton.
Yeah.
Maybe a prawn toast.
Yeah. Underrated.
They do a chicken satay as well.
I like that. Skewer.
Yeah.
And side dip.
In like a peanut sauce.
Yeah, love that.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to United Review. I wasn't going to break that for anybody then. I was finishing talking about what I'm having for Chinese. And I'm going to have a couple of beers as well. So, cheers for 3 points.
Cheers.
Because, do you know what? Wasn't the best performance I've ever seen. Certainly wasn't the worst performance I've ever seen.
No.
But I'd much rather come away with going, oh, I fucking know we won that, and getting 3 points than going, I don't know fucking know we lost that.
When you're taking everything into account of, like, before the game, the injuries, the fact that everyone was talking about Leicester being the team that's going to take us out of the top six.
Not only that, their 11's better than ours.
Well, yeah, their midfield, everything about it. There was so much, everyone was saying that, we've got no... well, people writing us off almost at home to Leicester. I thought they played in the way that they had to get the result. Like you said, it's better to think, oh, we could have played better in that win than we played all right and we've lost, like it has been.
Yeah. So, I said straight up, people in the comments, it's just, the comments have just started coming through from the start of it, just getting the food chat. Well, that's what you're getting in it.
Yeah. Food chat, not again.
Look, clearly, I like food. Don't know if that was obvious to everyone. And Joe likes it as well.
I love it. You've got to love it.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to plan to do. I'm going to have a little relax. Missus is out. So I'm going to have a couple of beers and have myself a Chinese.
Get in the bath.
No, I don't like a bath.
Do you not?
No.
No. I don't bath as much as I used to be honest. Now I have to pay for my water bill.
Get your questions in, everybody. What you thought about that? Ross Murphy says there, Maguire outstanding. I don't think anybody was outstanding in a good or bad sense. But I thought Maguire was good.
Yeah, he was good. I thought Lindelof looked really good as well.
But that early shake where I think Vardy had the better of him, and I was like,
yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah. I thought they both looked solid. I think there was that one where Vardy took Maguire on, you mean? On the edge of the box?
No, it was Lindelof, I'm sure.
Oh, right. There was one, I think, where it was Vardy and Maguire next to each other as well. Maybe it's the same one or a different one. But, yeah, I think neither of them did much wrong. I think we were looking at the stats before. I think Lindelof won 8 out of 8 challenges they made. Maguire won 4 out of 4 aerial duels, like he always does. But it's just nice to
Vardy didn't even jump with him. I thought that was interesting. I think Vardy's done that 600 times in training. He just thought, what is the point? I'm not going to win that.
No, it's better to be on the floor in case he messes the header up than it is trying to win it in the first place.
I said, I don't know if you saw this on the telly. Let me know if this come through, because there was one time in the first half, whenever Vardy would peel off onto... Because he sort of looked like he was trying to target Lindelof for definite. He didn't look like he wanted it with Maguire. Whenever he came over to Maguire, I think Maguire emphasised that because he was kind of putting his shoulder like in his ribs and stuff. He was like, he was well handsy with him.
Yeah.
Like there could have been a HR report went in after the back of that.
It's because, like you said, they've done it 500 times in training. They know what's good against the other one. That you almost give them a bit more like leeway to be a bit more physical because they're sort of mates. Like you think, well, I'll go in on him. I know, I don't mind if I hurt him a bit because I know him. It'll be all right. Like I think they sort of. It's always interesting when you see someone play against their former team. Like if it's an attack, you think they're going to score. But with a defender, it's hard to know what's going to happen. But I thought he played well.
He did have a good effort. My bet on the Sportsman, my tip for this week was Maguire anytime at 7-1. He only properly connected with one header second half, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which was not far off, actually. He put it in the right spot. He got it on target. It is what it is.
We really float those corners in, though, don't we? He has to get all the power on that himself. Like, I think we might be a little bit better trying to whip him in, but then I suppose you lose a bit of the accuracy. But yeah, he won that one at the back post and just couldn't get enough on it. But yeah, it's interesting seeing it because like against Palace, you hear stories of Wan-Bissaka that no one can take him on in training. Whereas I'm sure occasionally a player sells a team, you think I'm glad he's gone. We'll absolutely skin him next time we play against him. But that's obviously not the case with Maguire.
Charlie Hill in the comments says, you said in your FTD fan cam that we put no crosses in all game, but Dan James put 2 in that no one gambled on. We completed no crosses is what I was saying.
Yeah.
We did put crosses in. I think we put 9 crosses in, completed none. We did complete 2 from corners, but none from open play. Can I compliment how Young did today? No.
I didn't think he was bad. I didn't have a bad game. Do you think he was poor?
I thought it was typical in possession. It was a load of really random balls from him, which is, I'm so used to that.
Yeah. I didn't really count that as how I judged him. I just mean he didn't make any terrible mistakes, which, I thought he did.
Well, he made a couple, but...
Back to the point before about the crosses, though. I think we can sort of safely say now, me personally anyway, that most of those, or not all most of them, but a lot of the reason why those crosses aren't being completed is the position of the strikers, not necessarily the quality of the ball.
No one ever said that about David Beckham, did they?
No, but David Beckham had, Andy Cole, Van Nistelrooy, and they played together. Andy Cole, Van Nistelrooy, Teddy Sheringham to cross to, and not trying to knock Rashford, but there was a couple of times, one where he got fouled on the halfway line and then wasn't in the box for the cross as a result. There was another time when they chipped the ball in. I think it was Pereira coming in. You're trying to cross balls to Andreas Pereira. You're going to struggle to complete that cross.
I put the responsibility on the person in possession.
Yeah, I obviously I see that if bad crosses are going in, but I think if you're putting balls in good areas, not every cross can be a pinpoint on someone's head cross. Sometimes you're just playing the numbers.
Yeah, you got to put it in the area. Yeah, I get that. But either way, there was still no completed crosses. Isn't acceptable.
No, it's not good.
No, I also think we're moving away from being a team that crosses the ball in any way.
Yeah.
But if we are crossing it, let's be fucking good with it, or be better at least. Please be better. What was I going to say? Fred, that was what I wanted to talk to you about. So two people, Casey and Adam McCullough, both said to me after the game, thought Fred looked good, didn't you? And I was like, don't actually remember anything he did.
Well, we were saying before on the watch-along that he's one of those players that if he doesn't make a mistake, as we know he's got in him, I thought his touch looked really good. He's good at playing the ball around the corner. He's good at playing a pass and coming around the other side of a player and getting the ball back in possession in a way Matic doesn't do. His movement's good. His touch is really good. He didn't do anything particularly outstanding, as you say, but I thought compared to Matic, I thought he looked quite good, especially on the ball.
Like the video, if you're happy enough with getting 3 points in the circumstances of that there. I saw someone say, we got that because none of the Spice Boys played. And they said Shaw, Pogba, Lingard and Marshall. Are they our Spice Boys?
I don't know. Shaw? Is he a Spice Boy? He's more of a Greg's boy, isn't he? He likes his Cornish pasties. I don't know. But people always...
I reckon he knows when there's a new menu update at Greg's.
Oh, definitely.
They got this pepperoni and chicken thing. You should try it. Be like, what?
Yeah, they've got a katsu curry one now. I've had 6 of them.
3-1 to Norwich. I'll just keep you updated on the scores. What is going on? I haven't seen a second of this game, by the way. I've just been seeing updates flying in.
Lovely goal, their second goal. I obviously haven't seen the third one, but good, a little dummied pass across the box by Pukki that was really good.
I believe they have 30 passes or something for the second goal.
Yeah,
it's got to be you unoriginal bastards tweeting about Guardiola's influence on football.
Yeah. At least this time it will have been against Guardiola though, in a nicely ironic way.
Yeah. Listen, like the video if you're happy with 3 points because sometimes I sort of said. Bit in the build-up to this game, performances will eventually yield results.
Yeah.
And I don't think we played particularly well. I don't think we went out there and won this game. But what we did do, and I'll start at the clean sheet, because actually keeping a clean sheet,
it's our second clean sheet in 15 games.
We haven't been nilled, have we? No one's nilled us this year. We've scored in every game.
Yeah.
It's our inability to shut the other team out as what's cost us this season. So scraping a 1-0, I think, is a massive positive for us to go forward.
And also now we've got the second best or equal best goals conceded in the league as well. Defensively we're much more sound than we were last season.
Volronu says Ole is garbage. Okay then, son. Let me just roll this one at you then. So if Ole is garbage, and a lot of people told me Brendan Rodgers was better than him this week. A lot of people said that, and I absolutely don't agree. I had us losing. I also said I thought we was going to win 3-1. So
hard to make your mind up, innit?
Look, I still go into the ground and fucking hope we win every time.
Of course.
Look, we didn't lose, though, did we? We won. So, Voronu, if Ole is garbage and Brendan Rodgers is better, and the starting 11 that Brendan Rodgers had was better, and our starting 11 was worse, how did we win?
I mean, those things just aren't true, though, are they? I honestly can't believe how quickly... No, I don't mean that. I mean that Ole is garbage. I can't believe how quickly some people have turned against him. And it seems like, I think most people haven't, but it is the minority that you see online and stuff like that. Like, obviously minority. The circles that we sort of are in, you see that a lot. And it's just, you've got to give someone time. And we saw, I don't know if you saw that Rashford interview with Gary Lineker in the week. He was talking, I didn't watch it, I meant to watch Rashford was talking about how Solskjaer isn't just planning for this season. He's planning for 2, 3, 4 years down the line. Like, finally we've got a manager in that isn't... Mourinho felt like, as good as he is, and he did win stuff with United, he felt like he was all doing it for himself. It's all 3 titles, it's all I've won 22
a quick fix. Mourinho is your quick fix guy.
Whereas now it feels
no one ever
like
signs him going 25 years.
Yeah, exactly. But it feels like now we're actually planning for the future and we've got a style in mind. And obviously, we haven't signed the players that we wanted to, and the squad's very thin. But if you're looking for how we're going to play in 2-3 years' time from now, hopefully it will be a continuation of how we started.
The absolute litany of youngsters that was involved in today's game.
Yeah, ridiculous.
From the start and on the bench that came on, and on the bench that didn't come on.
Yeah.
We brought who came on? Fred, Axel, Chong. 2 academy players came on. There was Gomez and Greenwood. I think that was it in terms of academy players that didn't come on the bench. But you started
Rashford, came on as well.
McTominay. Yeah, I said Axel.
Oh, sorry.
And Pereira started. Yeah. There's a lot of youngsters involved, homegrown youngsters. And then when you include the likes of James and Wan-Bissaka who've been bought.
Yeah. And even Lindelof's only, 24?
Yeah.
It's a young squad.
I think my worry is that the Glazers won't back him, and they won't. You have to do both. You have to back him, and you have to give him time.
Yeah.
You can't just give him time and go, well, we give you time.
Yeah.
You give me nothing to work with still. You just give me time.
It's a death sentence, basically, isn't it? Like, you gave you time, but I didn't have anything to do with it. Like, we were talking before about, did you think De Gea should be given this big contract that has been talked about, this 250 grand? Yes, even because... even though his form hasn't been great in the last sort of 6 months, I don't trust the Glazers to buy someone better than him with the money we'd get for him.
No.
I'd much rather keep someone that we know how good he is and know how good he can be than saying, well, we should spend that money on someone who's better at playing out with their feet.
Yeah, why would you get Oblak for 100 mil?
Yeah,
they're not gonna.
What indication do you have that we will spend that money on someone who's better with their feet? We'll just get Romero and that'll do you.
Well, I was just about to say, you're 5 times more likely if De Gea went to see Romero wearing the number 1
than Oblak. Than any of the top players who we think we will replace De Gea with. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth him signing a big contract.
Yeah, and do you know what? He hasn't been amazing of late, but I do have the faith in him.
Yeah.
And I hope that it was... I hope it was a speculation about is he staying and is he going. I hope that took his eye off the ball 1%. And do you know what? No, I'm staying. Supposedly he signed it today. I don't know that. But hopefully that he signed it and that enables him to go, okay, get my head back.
And I thought he was good today. I thought he played well. He made a couple of good saves.
He had some saves.
The Maddison one. And he's only actually made one mistake this season, and that was... not for me, not the biggest mistake. That near post one, someone smashing the ball at you from 7 yards out.
But you just go, I kind of should have done better.
Yeah, but compared to some of the ones he made last season, which were genuine howlers. But like I said, there was a lot of willy won't he. A lot of, even at that time, we didn't have a permanent manager for a lot of that.
Yeah, it was
a difficult period for everyone.
Thursday night, the fucking greatest competition that the world of football has ever conjured up. The say it whispered in hushed tones. The Europa League.
They call it the World Cup of Azerbaijan. That's what they call it. I can't wait.
It's the Champions League for proper clubs, is what it is.
Yeah. For clubs that have got points, which is more exciting.
Imagine playing on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Fucking mugs game. Thursday night's where it's at.
Yes, please.
Thursday is the new Saturday, which means it's the fucking best night to play football, which means we're fucking having it, lads.
Yes. Honestly, I'm excited.
I'm not. I fucking hate it.
Well, I just like watching United play, but I'm excited because coming off a win, with people saying you've got to play all the youngsters in the Europa League. If we'd have lost today, the pressure to win the game against Astana would have been so much so that we would have had to play a first team.
The negativity is exhausting.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good to win this game. We can give maybe Greenwood a start. It's not going to be 11 players, 11 changes.
No,
obviously.
It won't be. Like, what is your... Just give me a rough 11 that you're thinking you'd like to see.
Give Romero a go. I'd give Wan-Bissaka a break because obviously he wasn't fully, not fully recovered necessarily. So I don't even know who else have we got at right back. I guess it's Young at right. Right, Wan-Bissaka's got to play because we ain't going to the right backs.
Potentially you're looking at Williams and Laird.
Yeah,
potentially.
But I thought O'Connor was
I thought O'Connor was a shout.
Yeah,
and I was at Celtic.
Yeah, they haven't made.
I reckon he won't play.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Damien probably would have played.
Yeah, he's gone.
Not going to play.
I think we'll see Axel start, especially with his little cameo appearance in the second half today.
I think it'll be one of Maguire or Lindelof.
We won't drop them both. I think probably Lindelof, and then it's going to have to be Young at left back. Maybe Pogba will see him second half, but I'd like to see.
No, I want to rest him.
Do you think? I'd like to see Garner at least on the bench.
We can't fucking beat Astana at home with whatever we choose. We should be able to play fucking Joel Pereira
we should be able to play Fred
and Romero
the Red and still win.
Holding in midfield against Astana. And I don't even give a fuck if that sounds arrogant.
No, I think Fred starts. I think
Delo can't because he's play young. What's wrong with that? Here's the issue with playing young, is that towards the end of last season, a lot of the reasons why we and he look so bad is because he can't fucking play week in, week out. He can't
play 45 games a season.
So you playing him a full game today and a full game on Thursday and then expect him to feature against West Ham is not going to be good for him. So you do have to spell the guy. Look, if you're going to play the fucker, like, give him half a chance to actually play and not just rinse him into the ground. That was the issue with Matic at the end of last season. I thought he looked decent today.
I said that first half. I thought it was good first half.
I think ones that I would love to see, like
Garner.
must starts. No, I don't think he's a must start.
No,
I'd like to see.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him start, but he's not a must start. A must start. I've only got a couple. He's actually got 3. Axel, must start. Gomez, must start. Greenwood, must start.
Yeah, definitely.
Outside of that, whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to know, isn't it? It is funny, though, like we were talking there, like who's going to play left back, who's going to play right back. We've had no fullback substitute options on the bench since since Shaw was injured. So it's hard to even guess who's going to play at fullback if we're not going to play our...
It might be Rojo.
It might be Rojo, yeah. Rojo could play at left back, I guess. But yeah, you've got to see that 3 up the middle of Axel, Gomez, Greenwood. I think let Greenwood play as a striker as well.
Yeah.
Give him that sort of his main position.
Because Mateson's that kind of confidence guy that if you say to him, hey, John, you're going to start you on Thursday, he'd be like, cool, I'm just going to fucking hat-trick.
I'm going to score with both feet.
Yeah, I'm going to score a perfect hat-trick and I'm going to put one in off my ass. Watch.
Yeah.
That's Stanroot. He's just fucking Googled them to find out where the fuck they are.
Yeah.
I didn't know Kazakhstan was in Europe, said Dave Kenner. No. We've actually been looking at can we drive there. It's a 69-hour drive. 70 hours if you go through Chernobyl, which is what we was planning on doing, for reasons I'll probably get to on another day. I don't think we're going to do that, but there's still time that we might do that. Because I want to go and do Crossbar Challenge Chernobyl, because I think that's a great video.
Yeah, it'd be fun, wouldn't it? It'd be so good. Take one football and then take one that looks like it's been in a nuclear meltdown and leave the pitch with that one under our arm. Everything's fine, lads.
Thought you'd be all right.
Yeah, I'll just have a bald cap on afterwards. Yeah, it would be great to go and do that. But I think, like I said, regardless, if we've got to be beating Astana at home, it's hard to know though what level they are. Are they a championship team? Are they a league? The unknown factor. Yeah, the unknown
because sometimes a League
scary,
Two team can go quite far in like an FA Cup. So
like Lincoln have done a
few
times.
Decent or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I have no idea. How the fuck did you know?
No,
because you can't even gauge them by what they do.
I was going to say, how do you even scout them? Like what they do in their own league? Who knows what standard that league is in the first place? Like, even if they won the league, what does that mean?
I watched a game in Bahrain once, and even at my fucking current state of fitness, reckon I could have done 5 minutes.
A solid 10, a little substitution appearance. Get your head on the end.
It was horrendous. Really? I think the only thing worse than the standard was the standard of the grass.
Yeah. Or was it just one of those ones where it's just like an absolute cow field?
No, there was grass, but I think it had been laid, I'm going to say 28 minutes prior to the game.
You could have
starting.
shook it like a blanket on
Big
a bed.
time, yeah. And I could see I could see the different buildings that they got it from, because this one was a different colour to that one, and it was horrendous.
One was just the cloth from a pool table with all the corners cut out and stuff. Yeah, some of them are terrible.
Shocking.
Yeah.
What is the standard of that? I don't know, because I know is it Al Ahly? I think is a team that plays from Bahrain. They end up playing in the equivalent of the Champions League for Asia and stuff and you're like, what's the level? I haven't a fucking Scooby Doo. I mean, what even is the level of the Championship compared to Europe? Is the Championship like the 7th best league in Europe? Might be.
Yeah, I think it might well be. I think it's by far the best second tier probably in the world.
Behind Scotland.
Yeah, of course. Scottish League, the Scottish League One. You mean? Yeah, maybe them. Other than that, though,
I mean, obviously,
I would say that the Championship is as good as probably the Belgian League.
As good as?
Yeah, I think so. I think there's some really good Premier League quality teams in the Championship and a lot of Premier League players.
Well, you can get a superstar that comes out of both. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Someone who you go, I can't, and it just bangs you.
Well, look at Pookie this season already. He scored again today by the looks of things. Not that we've seen it because we've been doing this, but
Steve Dalglish's got a great point there. I don't actually think they will, because I think they're kind of still getting everybody used to this 4-2-3-1. I think that might evolve into a 4-3-3 at times. But Steve said, not expecting much threat, so could we go with a 3-5-2? I think a 3-5-2 would really suit a lot of our threats at the moment. We can play 2 up front, we can play 3 at the back and allow us to play out from the back.
Yeah.
And it would probably help us out with who the fuck do we play at fullback? Because a wing-back's a bit easier. You could put Dan James as a wing-back.
Yeah, you could. But then, on the other hand, though, if we are playing someone that's just come in, let's say it is Ethan Laird or Brandon Williams or whatever, does that put too much pressure on them going forward? Like, basically, you're playing as our winger and as our fullback.
Nah.
You think they'd be fine with that?
It's fucking Astana. Pull your fucking pants up.
Yeah, all right, yeah, go on then. I'll do it. I'll play left back.
I mean, this is like, I hate that false. Do you know what? The England national team's the prime example of this. They go, this England team's good enough to win the World Cup.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And then if we lose to the greatest Brazil team of a generation, they're like, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah.
Or a France team which has got 100% more depth in every position times 20 than and they go, we shouldn't be losing to these. No. And then they'll draw a fucking Slovenia or a fucking Malta and they'll go, every game's tough.
It's not easy.
Like, no. Like, you're either good enough to fucking win stuff.
Yeah.
Or you're not. And, going, like, to Lithuania is a fucking tricky game. Yeah. But it can't be both.
No.
Like, do you think Brazil, when they draw Lithuania, are like, they're like, yeah, sweet, who's scoring first?
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you're right. We've just got to assume that we're going to be able to beat them. And also, obviously, we're not planning for anything other than a win. But
Belgrade
it's the first game of the group, Let's see how it is.
Belgrade should be the tough one. Belgrade's the one I'm expecting to be tough. Alkmaar won't be a pushover, but I expect Belgrade to be a step above those, and then Alkmaar to be 45 steps above Astana.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you? You got it. I mean,
has any? Joe, I don't even know the answer to this, but has any of the Kazakhstani teams ever made it out of the group? That should be the Joe, what? That's a job for someone Monday. Yeah,
we'll have a look at that. Get the official figures on that one.
We'll have a look at that.
I'd like to also, for the game today, I think, commend Solskjaer on his substitutions, because he's got a lot of stick for reacting too late, waiting till the 80th minute, doing all that. I thought, like you said, well, maybe you didn't say, but Adam and Casey were saying, that I thought Fred looked good. I thought Axel was he just shored us up at the back. They made no chances after Axel came on. Not that they were making many before, but there was never that, last minute, are they going to make a shot? Are they going to trouble us? It was just, the game petered out and we won it. Like, I thought he did well there, and I thought Chong looked a bit nervy, but I think it's good to give him some minutes, especially if he's planning on playing him against Astana. I thought his substitutions were good.
Malta represented in the comments there from Abhishek. We are the next Iceland. Malta's a place I need to go and visit. Everything looks just like it's made out of the most beautiful stone ever.
It is. I went there when I was about 12. I went to a Gary Neville soccer school. I don't know why it was in Malta. Got to sit next to Gary Neville, next to a big inflatable football. I got the picture at home. That was really good, actually. Yeah, it's a nice place. A lot of saltwater pools, so fresh water might be hard to come by there.
Is a saltwater pool, does it not need chlorine, or have I just invented that?
I don't know, really. I wasn't part of the managing and running of the pool itself.
I always wonder what the crack is, why people go a bit rogue and have a saltwater pool.
I don't know, maybe it's just easier to maintain. Maybe just chuck a load of salt in it if there's mould growing on top of it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe just use seawater.
You don't often see a load of mould in the sea.
No, you don't. It gets eaten by fish, probably.
Yeah, that's a good point. Gomez starts Thursday, says Ross. Ollie switched from a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-4 with substitutions by pushing Pereira to a 10. It's not really a 4 then, is it? He plays in a 1 off the back.
4-2-1-3.
Yeah. How are my fantasy teams? I didn't even bother starting one. Did you do one?
No, every year, I can't wait for this, get all my teams in. Who's going to be the star man? Like last year, it was Wan-Bissaka. He's all really cheap. 2 weeks in. How many points did you get? Don't know, not checked it. So I thought, skip that phase of pretending that I'm going to care for the rest of the season and just not do one.
I really want to do one, but I'm a realist, and I know that I don't have time to reply to text. So
no,
to sit there and actually put some effort
putting your captain. Can't we just have one where you just pick a team and just look at it at the end of the season? Like a triple captain someone. What does it mean?
Maybe we should do that next year.
Lock it in.
Pick your team.
Yeah.
Can't make any subs.
Yeah.
You just pick your fucking team and we'll see how you do at the end of the year.
Just a time
What was your
machine
prediction like? Because like, if you missed the first week and now you get Pookie and you captain him,
you just copied everyone else. Yeah.
Like, that might be an interesting one to do. Should we do that? Let me know in the comments. Will that be an interesting one to do it? A fantasy league lockout. We'll screenshot everyone's team as well, so there's no fucking twisting involved.
Yeah. You're not allowed to make any changes throughout the year.
No changes.
And then we'll just check it at the end. Yeah. Like when they dig a little time capsule up that kids plant when you're at school.
How did you do? Well, that's what you do, and you're the fucking winner.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be good.
I mean, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
That's a man's way to do it.
Yeah.
Put some dough in, leave it.
Just set it and forget it, as they say.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I'll
because
do that.
like every year, I don't reckon I've gone more than a month.
No.
Where I've kept on top of it. Here's what normally happens. I go, oh shit, what time is it? Oh, fuck it.
And then you go, oh, fucking hell, I had Fernandinho on the bench and he's got a hat-trick. And you're like, oh, I'm not playing anymore then. I could have got 60 points and I got 8. I don't want to play again. Throw the toys out the pram.
That's exactly how it goes down. Every fucking year.
Yep.
Righty, I think we're going to call it a day, lads. I'm going for a Chinese.
Oh, enjoy it.
The wontons at our local are fucking outrageous.
To die for.
The mint, yeah.
Lovely.
They're just packed. Just the right. There's no air in them.
No.
Just.
Air-free. Careful.
Right, I'm out of here. Make sure to subscribe. I'll be back with a brew on Monday afternoon on Stretford Paddock, where you can see more of Joe as well. So yeah, fucking laters.